Is it a highway to another dimension, or are there different universes inside?
First of all, what happens in there? Let's say the ones, by the way, the supermassive ones at the hearts of galaxies, we don't really know how they form. It's one of the things that the Square Kilometre Array, which mainly north of Perth here in Australia, is going to look at the formation of the first stars and galaxies to try to see, to understand how those enormous things, you know, many millions of times the mass of the sun, get into the centre of galaxies. But the smaller ones, the little ones, let's say the ones we've seen collide, which are about 30 times the mass of the sun, the big ones we've seen to collide, those form by the collapse of massive stars. So what happens is a star is holding itself up against the pull of its own gravity, which is trying to squash it down because of the nuclear reactions in the core of the star. So because the star shines, and that produces a pressure, if you like, that holds the thing up. But it can't keep burning its fuel forever, and when it runs out, gravity will take over again. And in the case of the most massive stars, then no known physical process can stop the collapse. So gravity wins. So it just collapses and collapses and collapses, as far as we know, forever. So you get an infinitely dense point of what, I can't even call it matter. It's gone, really. All there is left is the gravity, in some sense. Now, we don't know whether that's true, because we don't know the physics when these things get so dense and so tiny. We don't know what the physics is. So it may well not be just this infinitely dense point. We just don't know. So we give it a name, the singularity. But all that's left that you can observe in the universe is the gravity. All the matter's kind of gone into this. So it's one of the great questions in physics, and it's very strange. For example, we can work out what the circumference of a black hole is. So we can go round the event horizon and say, well, it's so big. But if you say, what's the distance from the event horizon to the centre, it can be infinitely big, as far as we can tell. So it's like a TARDIS, in some sense, inside a black hole. So we just don't really know. But it can be a lot, the radius can be a lot bigger than the circumference would suggest, because of the curvature and bending of space and time. So they're really weird.